The crazy part is that no one talks about the job market here that is coming around the corner. Imagine if before the normies were working 9 to 5 and they were complaining that the boss is too strict, that he pushes them too much. They feel that somebody's micromanaging them or spying on them while they're working. Well, the hell for the job market is coming now because the AI agent will be the one keeping up with you. How are you doing with your projects? How are you doing with your management skills? How are you doing on your interviews? All the interviews that you will be doing in the future will be AI agent pushing you to your freaking limits. And the AI agent will be smarter than any recruiter as of today. AI agent will be more strict. They will be following the moves of your mouth. They will be following the cameras. They will know exactly where are you at any given point. You'll be a digital scan ID, something that currently Gemini implemented on YouTube. So every single video has a hologram ID that effectively marks the content. So the content cannot be replicated without YouTube actually noticing the content. It's not originally produced from somebody else. What is this telling you? Well, I want you to think about this. If the normies previously complained about different subjects matter during the work process, right? Think about the AI agents, how they're actually going to fix this and makes this worse for you and better for the businesses. Well, you cannot really negotiate terms with AI agent. I want you to think about this. If before these people could actually, make complaints, try to run the emotional scheme, too much work, I'm burned out, I want raise. All this not gonna fly with AI agents. And like I said, the first shock will be the interviews. When people start applying in the new economy about work and so getting interviewed by AI agents, so it's gonna be the first blowout. And people will find out that they no longer can cheat, right? People tend to cheat on interviews. Remember this kid who built this website for cheating on interviews, right? It's not going to be a thing anymore. The AI will know exactly who knows the information, who actually did the job on the resume, and you won't be able to cheat or scam or, do any of the work that people used to do in the past, which is kind of good for the users. If you buy a service, if you order a service, right, you always expect to get a good service. And sometimes you see lame work being delivered. And you ask for refunds, you go back and forth, and it's no good. So for the users, I think this is going to be very good because there will be higher standards for job being completed. Also, the job will be completed faster because the AI agent will push the normies to work harder, to work more. Remember, the AI agent doesn't take breaks. The AI agent can send you email in 3:30 a.m. on Friday morning. Check up that you don't postpone the meeting. You didn't skip the tasks that should be completed by this date. Everything will be check. All the to-do lists will be getting longer and longer because they will be adding more and more tasks. And because the AI agent is tracking your real-time progress, they see exactly who of the team is working faster and better, and you're not going to get rewarded for that. Instead, they will add the tasks from other slow movers of your team to you because you work faster and you work better, which, as you probably understand, will get you burned out even faster. This is what I'm trying to explain. The burnout on the job market will be, crucifix. It will get crazy. And it will take a while until people start complaining and, making noise and asking for, upgrades or changes or at least some manual, review of all the AI agents, framework, or measurement, skill set. But a lot of people will get screwed over time. Just wait for it. And remember, in the end, this 40 hours work week might actually get 50-hour work week. Not on paper. Why? Because when you put on paper that the working hours are getting longer, but you're not getting paid more, of course, people will protest, right? They will protest and it ain't gonna happen. But if a lot of this work is actually scheduled as a training, not as actual work, and being pushed through, let's say, 30 minutes before everyday schedule, we're gonna have a training. When you combine these 30 minutes, add these 30 minutes, for next 5 working days. Not to mention, a lot of companies already working on 7-day schedule in San Francisco. A lot of employees, regardless of the position, they're working 7 days a week. Yes? Imagine how many hours these people will be working when the AI agents took over, right? So the chill, easy money flow, very predictable career and promotions that a lot of these normies used to see or expect or hope for in the past are no longer on the table. What is on the table is effectively AI agent superior management skill set, and I would say very authoritarian, control mechanism where you be fired very fast if you don't get the job done on time. You're not gonna get promoted as you expected, and you're not gonna get paid more if you work more. Which you probably understand that all the agents having your data file, and they will be able to track your progress and the speed of work and the quality of work, and they will be I'm thinking about these days employee of the month and this type of nonsense. There will be some type of a scale, some type of a rat race with some bullshit rewards. If agents will reward you, you can get some bullshit debit card with tokens that you can spend on your free time. It's still related to work, and it will stimulate people to do some side projects, something that Google used to implement and allow people to work on their side projects, which effectively side project become like a company's project, and companies actually getting funded. And still the big tech companies took over the ownership and management of these small startups. Anyway, it's a big loop game that is not necessarily overseen by a lot of people. The idea here is that you will not get rewarded for being smarter or smartest guy in the room or in the team. And this is coming in times where I see a lot of people are trying to learn as much as possible about AI, hoping that they will land on a good job, hoping that they will manage the AI, which it's unlikely. What is likely is that AI will manage everyone else, and regardless of the knowledge base, they will, of course, be paid differently. They will, of course, have different positions. But on top of that will be the AI, because AI has no feelings, no emotions. AI can work 24/7, and the AI will less likely make mistakes. And mistakes are directly correlated with the efficiency, with the product capacity, with the innovation, cutting costs. And of course, we all know it's very expensive to run an AI company. So if you have an AI agent that runs a whole team as a project manager on the best cost-effective and definitely production scale mechanism, you're gonna keep it. You're not gonna put some, fresh graduate or some old school Uber, executive to run the company and splurge on finances. No, ain't gonna happen. So buckle up.